Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayeshev, and we're coming very close to the holiday of Hanukkah. So we'll review some of the halachot that have to do with lighting the Chanukiah, the menorah of Hanukkah. So we light the Chanukiah every night of the 8 nights of Hanukkah. This year we will begin on Saturday night, this coming Motzei Shabbat. We light it as soon as it gets dark, and we put enough oil or have candles that are big enough to last for a minimum of half an hour. Of course, you can use wax candles, but it's preferable to use oil to light the Hanukkah candles, oil with wicks, and the best preferred way is to light it with olive oil, just like they lit the menorah in Bet HaMikdash with olive oil. The half an hour that it needs to be lit is the minimum amount of oil that should be in the Chanukiah. But if you have less than half an hour when you light it, then you haven't fulfilled the obligation. If it comes off after half an hour, after half an hour the Chanukiah stops lighting, there is no problem. And even if you wanted to extinguish it on purpose, that would be permitted. Let's say you were going out and you didn't want to leave the flame lit in your house. If half an hour had already passed since you lit the candles of Hanukkah, then that would be permitted. What we have to be careful is on Shabbat. When you light the Hanukkah candles on Friday before Shabbat starts, and before you light the Shabbat candles, what you must make sure is that you put enough oil in it, or that the candles should be long enough, big enough, to last for half an hour beyond the nighttime, beyond the time that the stars are out. So typically, it should be enough oil in it to last for an hour and a half, so that there will be at least half an hour after it gets dark. When we light the Hanukkah candles, we should put them in a place that can be seen, preferably by people on the outside, so next to a window. In some communities, they even put them right outside the door, so that the mezuzah is on the right as you come in, and the Chanukiah is on the left. The idea is to publicize the miracle. And that is why, when you light the Chanukiah at home, you should make sure that all the members of the household are together and being present there as the Chanukiah is being lit. Now, if a person is not able to get home as soon as it gets dark, he's going to go home very late, let's say, his wife can light for him. Because the mitzvah is for each household, not just for the person specifically. Of course, the person has to do the mitzvah, but each household is doing the mitzvah. So his wife can light the Hanukkah candles on behalf of the household. If he comes late at home and the people fell asleep already and the Chanukiah was not lit, he should try to wake up at least one person to be with him, so as he lights the candles, there will be another person present. And yes, the whole night he could still light the Hanukkah candles, but the preferred time to do it is, of course, the time of, as soon as it gets dark, the beginning of the night. Motzei Shabbat, when we light the Hanukkah candles at the end of Shabbat, we first do Havdalah, and then we light the Hanukkah candles. However, in the synagogue, we reverse the order. We first light the Hanukkah candles, and then we do Havdalah. And the reason for that is because the aspect of publicizing the miracle is so important that if we were to do Havdalah first in the synagogue, people would leave and go home. We want them to still be there to witness the Hanukkah candles being lit. So as we light the Hanukkah candles, and then we do Havdalah, the people are still there to see the Hanukkah candles. Now, you have a Hanukkah in front of you. The first night, you light one candle on the right side of the Hanukkah. And then the shamash, which is at a higher place or separate. Some people use the shamash to light the candle of the Hanukkah, the first candle. That's okay, so you can light the shamash first, and then light that first candle. But if you were to light the shamash with another candle, then you would light first the night that you put for the first night, which would be on the right side of the menorah, and then the shamash. On the second night, you would put a candle to the left of that first candle that you would have put the first night. And now you're going to light first the second candle that you added that night, and then the one that was in the first place. And that way you continue every night. The third night you're going to add another candle, which will be to the left of the first two candles you lit. And then you light that one first, and then the one you lit the night before, and then the one that would have been lit on the first night of Hanukkah. In other words, the placement of it, that's where it is. We say the berachot first before lighting. On the first night, Le'adlik ner Chanukah or Le'adlik ner shel Chanukah, both versions are valid. Then She'asa nisim la'avotenu, and then She'echianu on the first night. On every other night, you say only the first two brachot. She'echianu, you don't say it because you said it already on the first night. The brachot being said, then you light the candles, and then as you're lighting the candles, and after you say Hanerot halalu, anu madlikin, etc., the paragraph that we say after we said the first brachot, and as we light the Hanukkah candle. It is a good thing to sit next to the Chanukiah for some time. You just don't light it and leave. You should be next to it for a little bit of time. And it's a very special holiday. We celebrate the light of the Torah. We add in the prayer the Hallel. Every day we say the Hallel, which is an addition to the prayer that has to do with praising Hashem. And we add in the prayer in the Amidah and also in Birkat Mazon, Al Nisim, that is added in the holiday of Hanukkah in our prayers and in the Birkat Mazon. This is an overview of the halachot of Hanukkah, but please do not hesitate. You can always email questions to the same email you received this link from, and any questions, whether it's on Hanukkah or in general, on halacha, etc., and we will respond b'li neder to your questions. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.